And hello, YouTube. Let me get over here to Instagram. Um, Hold on. David, I'm about to block you. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Um, you still here? Mm-mm. We're not spamming, okay? So, I'll let you stay for now, but you do that again, and I will be removing you from the room. Okay? All right. So, we've got plenty of stories tonight. Just give me one moment to get myself together. To those of you who may not know what's happening, just give me a second. You know, every day ain't gonna be perfect. Perfect. How do I do this? How you put a title? Okay. How do I put a title? Anyway, I almost didn't make it. Hey. Hey, Doran Gore 1. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we are open on all of our platforms. I'm on YouTube, I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Clubhouse. So we are ready to rock, okay? Hey, it's Scotty Poo. Give me... No, excuse me. No. You're not going to do this to me. Not to me. Stop. Shh. Hold on, guys. Help. Okay. All right. Sorry. My iTunes just started up by itself. Okay. All right. So let me just put this right here. All right, okay, so we're just going to get started because I know that I'm already late, okay? Welcome. It's cool. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, whatever platform you're on. I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis, and I am the host of this show and the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, making sure you have your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers so you can pay taxes and things like that, making sure you have contracts and for clients and partners. Excuse me. Oh, my apologies. So you don't get left holding the bag. And also, brand protection strategies so that people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring and training strategies so that you don't get sued for discrimination. Okay, these things and much more are things that I can help you with as a business formation attorney. And that's why I'm qualified to help you do these things. I've been an attorney for 16 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that's why I'm here, y'all, okay? So if you're in the startup phase of your business and you are looking for some legal guidance, you're like, I don't even know where to start to get this business legitimized. I'm your girl. I want to help you out. Hit me up. Go to linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm, linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm, linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm. There you can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are if you are a first-time client. You can also uh, you can also, what is it? Download my free biz launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business um, in 7 days or less. Chapo, you're gonna have to wait until we start the main show. Okay, I'm doing my intro right now. Um, yes. Hey, military 061. Yes. So what did I say? I said you can. Yes, download the free biz launch cheat sheet. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can subscribe to my other my other social media platforms. Check out my digital products like my video trainings and ebooks. And it's also where you can get your NPL Legal Dish merch if you want to support the show, you know. All right, so NPL Legal, excuse me, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is how you're going to connect with me in any number of ways, okay? So that's how you reach out to me. But now let's get to the reason why we are here right now, a little late, but still here. Hi, Isaac Epps. So here is how this show works, okay? I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you lovely people send to me, and I choose the ones that have stories that have I choose the ones that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them. Hey, 76 Grim K, I feel like we haven't been live together in a while. All right, so this is the time for you to ask questions and give comments as long as they are respectful. My mama watched this show, so please don't be cussing because she will talk to me about it. All right. Yes, but this is the time for you to get involved in the conversation and understand how things work in you know, the business process. Hello. All right. So yeah. So that's it. That's pretty much my intro. And since we're already running late, we're just gonna jump right in. Hey, MJ Jackson, I missed you. All right. Okay. Moving forward. Oh well, moving to the show. Okay. Oh, before we start, the NPL Nugget. So this month, you know, we're going into October. We're going to be starting our section on I'm Nicholson. If you missed my intro, this is a show where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. So just give me a few minutes and you'll catch on, okay? All right. So, all right, so let's jump right in, okay? Now, how many of y'all here who are listening or watching, if you have a YouTube page, give me a YT in the comments. If you have a YouTube page, give me a YT in the comments, okay? Now, if you are even the most casual user on YouTube, right? Most likely, you know, you've posted something and somehow, thank you, the Gap Society, and somehow, you know, you've posted something and then, you know, maybe a couple of days or maybe even like me, several years later, you get a notification from YouTube saying that, you know, something has been flagged, you know, for copyright violations, right? Because I don't know, maybe you, like, I have this one video, this one show that I did in NPL Legal Dish where before the show I had Rihanna's Disturbia playing in the background. That video still haunts me to this day. Literally, like on Friday, I got a notification from Facebook. This video has been up there for almost 4 years, and Facebook just dinged me and, you know, muted part of my video for copyright violations, right? Okay, so these copyright violations, they can affect anybody. Has anybody ever gotten a copyright strike from YouTube if you are a YouTube creator, right? Now, you know how frustrating that can be as a creator when, you know, your work is, you didn't even mean to, and because, you know, what is it? The computer program hears something, you know, your hard work, it doesn't get seen by the right eyes. So YouTube is trying to help us YouTube creators to avoid these copyright strikes. The YouTube Creator Studio, they are now Going to have licensable music that you can, search and buy. So basically, you know how when you're doing a reel, you can, pick a song, by one of your favorite artists and add it to your reel. You're basically going to be able to do that with YouTube, but it's not going to be, popular songs. It's going to be, YouTube, it's going to be music that YouTube has vetted that they don't have to pay any, royalties to anybody. So just generic music. So this is a good tool for those of you who are YouTube creators. If you like, this is one of the things that I struggle with when I start the show. I always kind of want a little bit of music in the background, but I can't because I know it's going to give me a copyright strike. So now with this new YouTube Creator Studio, I'm going to have to play around with it, but that would be really great for me. So, y'all don't just have to sit down and, look at my beautiful face, even though I know, it's a great thing to look at, but yeah, YouTube is coming out with a function on their Creator Studio where you're going to be able to purchase music so that you can, make your broadcast a little more, spicy and funky. Okay. All right. Is anybody interested in that service from YouTube? The Gab Society, as someone who has a YouTube channel, do you think that that is something that you would be interested in? Let me know. Okay. Let me know. Okay. Moving on to our next story of the evening. All right. Now, the snacks we have here in the United States are not necessarily the snacks that we have in other countries, but a lot of times they are, those snacks in different countries are owned by, familiar companies, right? So here is, and when you have a trademark for a product, right? Just because you have a trademark in one place, one country, doesn't mean you have it in another. If you want your trademarks to be valid in other countries, there are two ways to do that. You can apply directly through the country's trademark system, or you can wherever you have your trademark already established, use the Madrid Protocol, which is a treaty that helps to recognize trademarks around the world. Okay, so again, two ways to have trademarks that extend worldwide. Apply to all of the different countries you want to be trademarked in, like Christian Louboutin is in the process of doing. Christian Louboutin is literally going country to country trying to get the red bottoms trademark for his famous shoes. Or you can use the Madrid Protocol, which is a treaty that allows for cross-recognition of trademarks, okay? So Pepsi, as a country that has products all over the world, they have products that we have here that they only sell here, and then they have products that they only sell in other countries. One of those such products is something called Tortrix, okay? Tortrix. If you look in my stories, you will see a copy of, or you will see a picture of a bag of Tortrix, and they're just basically a corn snack, and think Fritos, Cheetos, whatever, Doritos, all the O's. All right. But this snack, Tortrix, it's only sold in South and Central America. So you're not going to find it in the United States, okay? You will only find it outside the United States. And Pepsi has the trademark for Tortrix outside of the United States. Now, here comes the wrinkle. There is a there is a company called Arietta Foods, okay? Arietta Foods, they also make corn-based snack foods, and they are looking to establish a snack called Tortrix in the United States. So basically, this other company that is not Pepsi, they are outside of the United States. They want to come into the United States and sell their own snack that is called Tortrix, right? And Pepsi was like, hold up, Ariera. All right, we're already out here in South and Central America selling Tortrix. So why are you trying to come up in our neighborhood and sell, what we're selling to y'all? So they took this to court and tried to sue Ariera Foods for trademark infringement. And what do you think the judge said? What do you think the judge told the Pepsi company about shutting down Ariera Foods' application to sell Tortrix, or to trademark the term Tortrix for their snacks in the United States? What do you think the judge said? While I'm going to wait for y'all to give me an answer real quick, I'm going to grab some water. Hold on. Ooh. Merci, bon Dieu. I cannot believe how tired I am. I didn't even think I did that much today. Woo! That was a chair. All right, what do you think the judge told Pepsi? Ooh, I'm thirsty. All right. Well, I know you're burning with curiosity, so I'll tell you. The judge told Pepsi, get out of here. The judge said, look, yes, you do have a trademark. Hi, Coco K. Brown. The judge said, look, yes, you do have a trademark for Tortrix in South and Central America, okay? Yes, when you're selling your products in Brazil or in El Salvador or Guatemala, yes, Pepsi, Tortrix, that's your thing. However, it's only good in South and Central America. You have no right to the name, thank you, 76 Group K. You have no right to the name Tortrix in the United States because you don't have a trademark for that term. You never applied through the Madrid Protocol to extend that trademark. You didn't apply through the USPTO to trademark the term Tortrix. So in the eyes of the United States, you have no claim over the name of the brand Tortrix. So Pepsi cannot stop Ariera Foods from selling their own brand of Tortrix corn-based snacks in the United States. So I guess keep an eye out for that in your local corner store, bodega, 7-Eleven, wherever you live in the United States where you get your, snack goods, okay? Look out for Tortrix snacks. All right. Actually, do I have anybody here watching, whether you're watching live or watching, the rebroadcast or the replay? Is anybody here, or has anybody here been to South or Central America or familiar with South or Central American snacks? Let me know. Okay. All right. Let me know, and we'll get back to that. But I'm gonna move on to our next story of the evening. Okay. If you are anywhere near New York, if you are within a 2 to 3 hour drive, let's say if you're within a 4-hour drive of New York, give me an N in the comments. Okay. If you are within a 4-hour drive to New York, give me an N in the comments. If you are within a 4-hour drive to Dallas, give me a D in the comments. So if you are anywhere within so basically if you are within reasonable driving distance to New York, give me an N in the comments. And if you are within reasonable driving distance to Dallas, which probably means that you live in Texas, because Texas is a big state, give me a D in the comments, okay? Now, thank you, 76 Grimke. Hey, Kels Butter. Hey. Why am I asking where do you guys live? Okay, now, no matter where you live in the United States, we have all heard of happy hour, right? Can somebody very quickly define what happy hour is right now in the comments here? If you're in the DC area, you know that happy hour is like a lifestyle here. You are hard pressed to find a restaurant that doesn't have a happy hour. I know some states don't allow happy hour, but some do. Um, yeah, but yes, if you know what happy hour is, just give me a quick definition for those who might not know, because sometimes we have friends who pop in from other countries and they have different practices. But for those, if you don't know, happy hour, it's usually in the evening hours, starting somewhere around like 4, and depending on the place, ending between 7 and 9, and it's where you can get discounted drinks, after work. In DC, like I said, you have them all over the place. Some places even have open bar, but happy hour, it is loved all over the place, right? So, in NYC, in New York City, someone opened, or a company opened, a bar called Happiest Hour. Not Happy Hour, but Happiest Hour. This was the name of the restaurant, and it is, I should say, it is in Manhattan, the Happiest Hour restaurant. If anybody has ever heard of that place, just let me know in the comments, okay? Now, the New York City company, they opened the restaurant called Happiest Hour. Okay, they called it Happiest Hour. Now, they've been open for a few years. Okay, maybe like 3-4 years. The problem is, there is another establishment in Dallas, okay? And in Dallas, in 2014, October of 2014, someone filed an application for the phrase "the happiest hour." Okay, now the establishment in Dallas, it was not opened in 2014, but they did file the trademark application first, right? But they didn't have the restaurant. They didn't have their restaurant open. So when the New York City Happiest Hour found out about this trademark application, they tried to oppose the application and claim that they had rights. Hey, Jamita, that they had rights to the name Happiest Hour, and that the Dallas Happiest Hour was violating, their intellectual property. What do you think the judge said to the New York City, Happiest Hour? What do you think the judge said to the New York City company that was trying to claim ownership over the name Happiest Hour for their restaurant? Very good, Kel's Butter. The judge said, look, you may have opened first, but you did not do your due diligence and secure that intellectual property. You did not file a trademark application, right? And your restaurant is not so famous and popping that people automatically know, that, we're talking about the New York City, establishment when you say Happiest Hour. So the judge said, girl, too little too late. You waited too late. So the Dallas Happiest Hour, they are able to go forward with their trademark application for Happiest Hour. Right, 76 Cream, too late. So, word to the wise, my friends, just using your name is not enough, okay? That's the start. You're putting your TM in the corner. But if you really want to secure your trademarks, your business names, things like that, you want to file your trademark applications early, because the rule is the first who files is the one with the rights, okay? So, file first, okay? So, do we all understand why the New York restaurant lost, and do we understand why the Dallas restaurant won? Just to recap, when you just because you open a business doesn't mean you own the name. If you want to own a certain name, phrase, or logo, you need to file your trademark application, especially in this day and age, okay? Because we have the trademark application office, they are drowning in trademark applications, okay? Drowning. People are very concerned with intellectual property these days, so they're trying to make sure that they dot all their I's and they cross all their T's. So especially in this climate where business owners are being created every day, you really want to secure your intellectual property. Okay? All right. Before we move on to our next stories, I want to remind you guys that you are watching or listening to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you're looking for some legal guidance, you're like, girl, I don't know what to do. Hit up your girl. I want to help you out. Okay, I'm a business attorney with a passion for helping entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. So hit up your girl. Let's get it cracking. All right. Okay, and I do give free 15-minute consultations for first-time clients, so hit your girl up. Oh, did y'all notice I fixed my background? I took it down over the weekend because I felt like it was just so lopsided, and I redid it, so, I feel like I'm really at the beach now. Y'all see me? Ooh, can y'all see me in the water? Oh, yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just being silly, okay? All right. Moving on to our next story of the evening. Can you guys name me a Journey song? If you know the group, the classic group Journey, can you please give me the name of one of their songs? If you ever were a person that watched the show Glee, they often sang songs from Journey. Journey is like a classic American group. A lot of their songs, you may not know the name, but you've heard the song before, right? Kels Butter, I know you've heard a Journey song. You may not know it was Journey, but you've heard a Journey song. So Gab Society said "Open Arms." I just I'm not even gonna get into it now, but I'm serious. Just Google Journey top 10 songs, and I guarantee you'll know at least 5. Okay, right? I know the Journey song, but I think they do "Don't Stop Believing." They did. Oh, that's like one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs. I didn't even know that was a Journey song. Thank you, Gab Society. Okay. Yes, Mariah. Anyway, so don't stop believing. Don't mind me. I'm just being silly, okay? I woke up from my nap. Now, the energy's rushing, so I'm getting back to myself. I woke up. I was a little groggy when I started the show, but I'm getting back to good. All right. So Journey has a lot of famous songs out there that we know and love, whether we know that we know them or not. Okay. Right. And of course, because these songs are so popular, they make a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money. And the original members of the group Journey, because of this money, usually when bands break up, it usually has to do because of the money, right? Okay. So, Journey, like I said, they've had popular songs forever. And 2 of the original members, whose last names are Sean and Kane, they basically were like, a few years ago, they were like, hold up. We got all these songs that are licensed out to all these places, but we have no intellectual property. We don't have no trademarks. The songs are copyrighted, but the phrases that have come about because of our music, things that we need to make merchandise, we don't have those covered. So Sean and Kane, they created a company that basically secured the trademarks for the Journey songs, right? But a little while later, one of the other founding members of Journey, whose last name is Perry, he is basically suing Sean and Kane for breach of contract because he is saying that they had a contract that required unanimous consent from all of the members, requiring when it comes to intellectual property. He's basically saying, look, we had this deal that we were all going to decide what happens with, stuff that has to do with Journey. And he was suing for breach of contract. And Sean and Kane was like, hold up, Perry, I don't know what you're talking about, because you tried to get us booted out a few years ago. Apparently there was a big meeting. They tried to vote out Sean and Kane. And Sean and Kay were like, fine, but we still gonna get this money. They started the company and they went about securing the trademarks for Journey. So now Perry, he is complaining that he's not getting his cut because Sean and Kane didn't get his permission. And their argument is that, well, Perry, you tried to boot us out. You weren't even you didn't even want to work with us. So what are you talking about, right? So now they have to figure out, whether there was actually a contract, or whether the contract was valid, right? If Perry basically had checked out of the group and wasn't being involved in the process, then you don't have really a dog in this fight because you checked out, right? Now, if there was a contract and something was breached, maybe they do owe Perry a little shum. But Perry, if you were just out there, laying on the beach and relying on, your royalties and stuff from the songs and weren't doing anything, and and they did it, and you saw it and you were like, you might be out of luck. Okay, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. All right, so good luck to all of the members of Journey. I'm sure they're not hurting for money, so whatever. Okay, all right. It's not necessarily too bad, too late. It's like they got. So you know how they're. So while I was on vacation, I kind of, checked it out a little bit, but I was having a good time, so I didn't want in on the mess. You know how Ray J was online, talk about how the Kardashians breached agreements and things like that. Somebody had asked me about it, and I was like, well, if they had a verbal agreement, that's not really that strong, right? What you need, was there an NDA between Ray J and the Kardashians, right? So I think it's the same thing here. We need to figure out, was there an agreement with the members of Journey? The Gap Society said, "Ooh, child, that was," and that's exactly why I'm not getting involved. That's because I'm not dealing with no screenshots. I'm not dealing with no screenshots or IG lives. I need some court documents. All right. Okay. Okay. Ray J messiness. Ugh. Y'all know how I feel about that family. Nothing, and I'm going to say this about that situation. I'm not saying I don't believe Ray J. I think Ray J is telling 100% the truth. But I always thought that, and I'm like, why are you worried about it now? You've made your money, but whatever. Okay. Moving on to our next story of the evening. Anybody here have roots in Seattle, Washington? Anybody here have roots in Seattle, Washington, or is a Seattle Seahawks fan, or even a Russell Wilson fan, because he was on there? Anybody? Do we have any Seahawks in the house? I'm in the house. Any Seahawks in the house? Your sister lives there? Okay. So, if your sister lives in Seattle, maybe you know who this is. So, when I feel like I became aware of the Seattle Seahawks team when I forget what that guy's name was, but it was like he started like yelling on the field. The Seahawks had won the Super Bowl. Gosh, what was that man's name? He had big nostrils. Gosh, I know one of y'all will tell me, right? So we knew that he had dreads, and we also knew the Seahawks because of Russell Wilson. Yes, Russell Wilson, Sierra's husband, seems to be a good guy. But yeah, Seattle Seahawks, right? Now, if you don't know, Russell Wilson has left the Seahawks. Does anybody know what team Russell Wilson went to? Anybody know what team Russell Wilson went to? Does anybody know what team Russell Wilson went to? Don't mind me. So if you don't know, Russell Wilson now plays for the Denver Broncos. Okay. And thank you. And the Seahawks have a new quarterback. Hey, Obed. Oh, you popped in just in time. As a football fan, Dr. Magny, can you tell me who the new quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks is? Okay. If you know who the new quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks is, please put his name in the comments. Thank you, 76 Grimk. Geno Smith. Very good. Okay. Now, this is Geno Smith's, I believe, first season as quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, right? And lucky for the Seattle Seahawks, their first game of the season, they ended up winning. They ended up winning against the Broncos, which is, so basically the Seahawks went up against their old QB and they won, right? Now, Geno Smith as a new QB, when they won the game, they're interviewing him and things like that. And he said, when they asked him, about the game and them winning, he said, I ain't right back. No, he said, they wrote me off. I ain't right back. Basically, he was saying, the question was, what is the name of the new QB for the Seattle Seahawks? But yeah, so when he was being interviewed, he was like, they wrote me off. I ain't wrote back. So basically, he was saying that, the press, the fandom of NFL, they wrote him off. They wrote Geno Smith off, that he wasn't necessarily going to be a good QB, and he said, they wrote me off. I ain't right back, right? Thank you, Obed. So Geno Smith, he is trying to capitalize off of that phrase, I ain't right back, and he is trademarking it for, merchandise and apparel. So if you are a Seahawks fan, or if you are a Geno Smith fan, very soon you're going to be able to find I ain't right back merch, for Geno Smith. And, this is what the athletes are doing these days, because, the playing money ain't necessarily where all the money's coming from. It's in securing your intellectual property, having those trademarks so you can capitalize on them. Yes, very good for him, 76 Grim K. All right. So good for him. Moving on to our last two stories of the evening. Okay, this last one is actually an update. So a couple of weeks ago, I talked to you guys about I asked you guys about the show Bridgerton on Netflix. We talked about how these two ladies on TikTok basically developed an entire, album of unauthorized Bridgerton songs, right? It got popular on social media. Netflix heard about it. They were like, cool. The girls won a Grammy for it. Hold on. The Gap Society said, haha, Candy Burst knows that, which is why those I'm Worldwide shirts drop so quick. Girl, let me tell you something. I have not watched Atlanta Housewives in at least 7 years, so I don't even know what that's about. All right. Like when I stopped watching Housewives, Nene was still on it. Anyway, so Yes, so this Bridgerton soundtrack, it was called the unauthorized Bridgerton soundtrack, right? They want these two girls, they won a Grammy for it. Netflix was like, oh, that's cute. But then the girls decided to go on tour. They had shows set up in the United States. They had shows set up in London. They were like, ooh, the girls are going on tour. Can't wait. I'm going to have me a lace front down to my ankles. I'm going to have me, you know, a nice little outfit. Let's do it. And Netflix said, whoa, hold up. We were okay with you winning a Grammy. We were all right when you were on TikTok, but now you out here trying to do tours on us? No, right? So Netflix, they filed suit against the two ladies for copyright infringement and trademark infringement because they said, look, you know, Bridgerton, you wouldn't have this if it wasn't for Bridgerton, and now you're trying to go on tour. So they sued the two ladies for you know, violation of intellectual property. But as an update, the you all right, babe? The lawsuit. Really? So that's how you gonna do me? The lawsuit has been dropped. Netflix has dismissed this lawsuit against the two ladies because basically the lady said, look, you don't want us to go on tour. We don't want no smoke with Netflix. We don't got no Netflix money, so we are not going to go on tour with this song. Hello, King Tuan the Eighth. So Netflix was like, all right, cool. You guys aren't going to go on tour. We're going to drop this lawsuit. So Netflix has dismissed the lawsuit against these two ladies for violating intellectual property because the ladies have agreed not to go on tour with their unauthorized Bridgerton, music thing, right? Yeah, yes, no Netflix money, girl. They don't have no Netflix money. But I feel like they're going to get put on the Bridgerton payroll, the Netflix or the Bridgerton payroll, right? Because this is too big not to capitalize on. So I would not be surprised if these two young ladies end up in some type of collaboration with either the Bridgerton crew or just Netflix in general, okay? So good for them. All right. And our last story of the evening, okay? Last story of the evening. This is, I'm not even going to call this a throw. This one surprised me because for some reason I thought it was already done. But do you guys remember when Nike came out with that Colin Kaepernick ad? And it was that picture of Colin Kaepernick. It was black and white with his big afro. And then it was, I forget what the phrase was he said, but it was like a super popular Nike ad after Colin, he'd been basically, dismissed from the team. And wasn't, he wasn't playing football, but he was still very much the face of, the protest movement within professional sports. Does anybody know the picture that I'm talking about? Just give me a hand raise if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what picture of Colin Kaepernick I'm talking about, the black and white one in the Nike ad with his big old afro, just give me a hands up, okay? Okay, 76 Grimke, you remember? I know y'all remember too. If you driving, don't worry about it. Anyway, so now that image of Colin Kaepernick, I don't know who took it, but apparently Colin Kaepernick has rights to it because he is copywriting that picture for use for merchandise and things, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, hold on. Oh my god. Whew. Oh. Oh my god. Someone down the wrong pipe. Woo. Someone down the wrong pipe. Ooh, okay. So, oh my god. Whew, yeah. I'm alright. I just, Some went down the wrong pipe, and I like felt like I was about to hurl. Anyway. Whew, I almost died on live, y'all. Raise my arms. Okay. Okay. All right. Whew, thank you, Kels Butter. Oh, that was good. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So anyway, that very famous picture of Colin Kaepernick, he is now copywriting. After I almost died, he is now copywriting for merchandise. Now, Colin Kaepernick, he's already selling merchandise, but he's really, doubling down and securing that intellectual property so he can continue to make revenue from his image, especially that image that was so widely shared. It was it was a very bold campaign by Nike, and and Colin really started something with that. So he is now getting his intellectual property together with that photo. Y'all, I really it was almost a death or life. I don't remember the slogan either. It's, gosh, hold on. Let me see if I can remember the Colin Kaepernick slogan. Where's my thing? Where is? I can't find it. If one of y'all can find it and just type it in the thing, because my computer's being dumb right now. Oh my gosh. Who? Gab Society said, what do you think of Rihanna announcing her performance for 2023 Super Bowl? I'm actually surprised. I'm going to tell you in a minute. Before we get into why I'm surprised about that, I want to... that Colin Kaepernick story was the last one I wanted to share with y'all for tonight. I don't know who's trying to take me out, trying to do a root on me while I'm trying to spread this information, but in the name of Jesus, I bind you. All right. Yes, but those were all the stories that I want to share with you tonight. If you have any stories that you want me to talk about, please DM them to me. I love it when you send me stories. Okay. Now, getting back to your question, Gap Society, what do you think of Rihanna announcing her performance for 2023 Super Bowl? I'm actually very surprised because I remember some years ago. Hey, Jada, happy belated, honey. Some years ago, Rihanna, she refused an invitation to perform at the Super Bowl because she felt like they were penalizing her. She felt like they were penalizing her because of her domestic violence situation. They had the NFL had a rough year with their players being, accused of and being arrested for domestic violence. And for some reason, they felt like playing Rihanna's music wasn't the right way to go. So they took her music off and then they wanted her to perform. And she was like, F y'all, I ain't coming. Like, she literally said that. So she didn't perform. I guess she's gotten over it over the years, but I was surprised to see that she is going to be performing for the Super Bowl. Under the impression she was doing it to support Colin. Colin ain't even playing no more. Excuse me. Y'all, I used to get off the air and drink some water. But yeah. Whew. Those were the stories that I wanted to share with you today. Well, Monkey Don't Stop No Show. I may have woken up late. My vocal cords may be closing down on me, but I got this show done because I love y'all and I want to spread this information. So, if you are in need of legal guidance for, if you are in need of legal guidance for your businesses, Check me out. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm.com. I'm about to go guzzle some water and make sure I don't die so I can be here next week, y'all. Bye. Ooh, okay. How do I do this?